Hello everyone, today we are going to learn grammar and our lesson is phrases and clauses. So what is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words within a sentence that complements the overall structure of a sentence. A phrase cannot stand alone to give a complete meaning. For example, this is my favorite book. Now see, this part is underlined. Favorite book. Now favorite book is not giving you the complete meaning. Okay, it is just a group of words. And so favorite book is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that does not contain a subject or a verb. It does not express a complete thought. You can see this sentence. I woke up in a beautiful but funny smelling place. Now you see this part of the sentence is underlined. Beautiful but funny smelling place. So it is a group of words. It is making sense, but it is not giving you the complete meaning. And the subject is also absent and the verb is also absent. So this part of the sentence, it is known as phrase. Okay, now what is a clause? A clause is a group of words that has both a subject and the matching finite verb. So a clause, it is a group of words and it will have the subject also and it will have the matching finite verb. I hope that you remember what I mean by finite verb, because when we have learned this lesson verb, that time I told you finite verb is a verb which changes its form with the change in the number or the person of the subject or the change in tense. Now see this exercise. Write P for phrase or C for clause for each of the underlined words. So we have understood that in phrase the subject and the verb will be absent. It will make sense but it will not make complete sense. Phrase is a group of words, whereas in the clause will have the subject also, it will have the verb also, and it will give you the complete meaning. See this, I love reading. So in this you are seeing I is the subject, love is the verb. So the subject is also there and the verb is also there. So I love reading, it is a clause. This is my favorite storybook. Favorite storybook is underlined and favorite storybook is just a group of words which is giving you meaning, but it is not giving you the complete meaning. So it is a phrase because subject is also absent and the verb is also absent. I fell asleep reading it. I fell asleep is underlined. I is the subject, fell is the verb. So it is a clause. I woke up in a beautiful but funny smelling place. So beautiful but funny smelling place is underlined, and again you can see in this underlined part the subject is also absent and the verb is also absent. So it is a phrase. So hope what do you understand by phrase and what do you mean by clause is clear. Now we have a next exercise where you have to underline the phrase. Okay, this exercise. Underline the phrases in these sentences. Okay, you have to underline the phrase. I saw a bright blue kite in the sky. Now see, in the sky is the phrase, because it is a group of words but it is not giving you the complete meaning. The old king was full of kindness. So what is the phrase in this sentence? Full of kindness. The school stages a play every year. So we can underline every year. A play every year. I saw the man with the long red beard. What is the phrase? With the long red beard is the phrase. So in this way you can complete exercise A. Now students, we will deal with types of clauses. Okay, There are two types of clauses. Let's see what are the types of clauses. So, hope the diagram is clear. There are two types of clauses. Okay. First one is independent clause. It is also known as main clause or principal clause. And the second one is dependent clause or subordinate clause. So clauses are of two types. First one is independent and the second one is dependent or subordinate. Now what is the difference between the two? Independent clause is complete in itself. It will give you the complete meaning. It is complete in itself. It is not dependent on any other clause for the completion of its meaning. But dependent clause, from the name only it is clear that dependent clause needs a main clause to complete its meaning. So the dependent clause will need the main clause. It is dependent on the main clause for the completion of its meaning. Example. For independent clause, the example is, I will complete my project after I reach home. Now you see this part of the sentence is highlighted. I will complete my project. So I will complete my project. This is giving, it is complete in itself. It is giving you the complete meaning. It is not dependent on after I reach my home. It is not dependent on this part of the sentence. So I will complete my project is independent clause, or you can say principal clause or main clause, because it can stand alone and its meaning is complete. It is complete in itself. But the other part of the sentence, that is after I reach home. Now after I reach home, this is not giving you the complete meaning. This part of the sentence, after I reach home, it is dependent on the main clause, I will complete my project, for the completion of its meaning. If you only say after I reach home, the meaning is incomplete. You have to say the main clause. You need the main clause to complete the meaning of after I reach home. So this part, after I reach home, is dependent clause. I will complete my project is independent clause. See, in example here also it is given, I will complete my project after I reach home. So after I reach home is dependent clause because the meaning is not complete and we need the main clause to complete its meaning. Now we have an exercise based on this where we have to identify, underline the main clauses and circle the subordinate clauses. Okay, so the first question, he is unwell. It is giving you the complete meaning. So obviously it will be main clause because the meaning is complete. Next one, number third. Although she was tired, she was happy. Now see, she was happy. This is complete. It is giving you the complete meaning. So she was happy, it will be the main clause. But this part, although she was tired, then what? Although she was tired, the meaning is incomplete. It is not giving you the complete meaning. So although she was tired is subordinate clause. We will pass the exam if we work hard. We will pass the exam. The meaning is complete. Okay, it is complete in itself. So it is the main clause. If we work hard. If we work hard, again the meaning is not complete. It is incomplete. And if we work hard is dependent on this part that we will pass the exam. So if we work hard is subordinate clause. Hope the types of clauses are clear to you. And now we will move to different types of phrases. So first we have seen that what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words within a sentence that complements the overall structure of a sentence. And a phrase cannot stand alone to give a complete meaning. Example, I saw a joker in the street. Now, in the street, this is a phrase. It is a group of words which is making sense but not complete sense. And you know that in phrase, the subject will be absent and the verb will be absent. So, it is a phrase. Now, we will move to types of phrases. What are the types of phrases? We have different types of phrases: noun phrase, adjective phrase, prepositional phrase, verb phrase, adverb phrase. So we will deal with them. That what is noun phrase? A phrase that acts like a noun is called a noun phrase. It contains a noun and other associated words which modify the noun. So a noun phrase will act like a noun, and so it is known as noun phrase. It will contain a noun and a modifier. See, noun phrase is equal to noun plus modifier. Example, they hired a huge, beautiful home. Now, what is the noun? Home is the noun, and these two words, huge and beautiful, are modifying the noun home. So this a huge beautiful home is a noun phrase, and here it is acting as an object. The noun phrase can act as object also. The noun phrase can act as subject also. A woman in the window shouted for help. Now woman is the noun, and in the window is modifying the noun woman. So a woman in the window is a noun phrase, and here it is, this noun phrase is acting as the subject. Next we have prepositional phrase. A phrase comprising a preposition and object of preposition, noun or pronoun, is called a prepositional phrase. So in phrase, prepositional phrase, it will contain a preposition and it will also have the object of the preposition. Example, near a wall. Near is the preposition and object of the preposition is wall. Wall is noun also here. Under a tree. Okay, under is the preposition and tree is a noun. At the door. So prepositional phrase will consist of a preposition and the object of the preposition. The object of the preposition can be noun also and it can be pronoun also. Examples are here: near a wall, under a tree, at the door. The kids were laughing at the joker. Now see, at the joker is a prepositional phrase. He is sleeping on the carpet. On the carpet is a prepositional phrase. On is the preposition, carpet is the object of the preposition. At is the preposition and joker is the object of the preposition. Adjective phrase. Now what is this adjective phrase? A phrase that acts like an adjective in a sentence is called adjective phrase. Like an adjective, it modifies a noun or a pronoun. So adjective phrase will act like an adjective in the sentence, and you know that what is the function of adjective? Adjective describes the noun or pronoun. So in the same way, the adjective phrase will also modify the noun or pronoun. A kid on the roof is looking at the sky. So what will be the adjective phrase? We are talking about which kid? We are talking about the kid who is on the roof. So this will be the adjective phrase. A boy in the shop is my friend. What will be the adjective phrase? A boy in the shop. We are talking about which boy? We are talking about the boy who is in the shop. So a boy in the shop will be the adjective phrase. A kid on the roof will be the adjective phrase, because it is pointing out that we are talking about which kid. Last one, that is adverb phrase. Okay, next one is adverb phrase. A phrase which acts like an adverb is called adverb phrase. It modifies a verb in the sentence. So the adverb phrase will act like an adverb, and what it will do? It will modify the verb in the sentence. The kid sat beside her mother. Sat is the verb and beside her mother is describing, it is modifying that where the kid sat. It is telling you that where the kid sat. So this beside her mother is modifying the verb that is sat. Beside her mother will be adverb phrase. He drives a car in a very high speed. Drive is the verb and how he is driving the car in a very high speed. So this phrase in a very high speed, it is modifying the verb drive, and in a very high speed is adverb phrase. This is the last one, that is verb phrase. What is a verb phrase? A verb phrase is a group of main verb plus helping verb. So verb phrase is easy. It will be a group of main verb and helping verb. She is writing a letter. Is the helping verb. Writing is the main verb. So is writing is a verb phrase. He has taken his annual exam. Taken is the main verb, has is the helping verb. So has taken is the verb phrase. With this, we have completed phrases and clauses. We have learned what do you understand by phrase, what are the types of phrases, okay, clauses, what are the types of clauses. Thanks for watching.